the best of the week on Relevant Radio.
Joining me today on Trending is Sal Di Stefano, and he challenges others to pursue excellence in their mind, body, and soul by using fitness as a path to deeper purpose, resilience, and faith-centered living. We've heard it for years that osteoporosis impacts many, that half of adults over 50 have some sort of bone mass loss. But now I'm finding more often than not that I'm hearing from young millennials that for some reason they've been told they have bone mass loss going on. It's impacting all ages now. I'm curious, first off, to see your thoughts on why you think this is happening at an earlier and earlier age.
Yeah, good question. So now, barring severe nutrient deficiencies, okay, which is usually not the case in modern Western societies, what you have is essentially weak bodies. Okay, so if you're not challenging your muscles, if your muscles are weak, your bones will also become weak. There's two very important things that you can do to combat osteopenia or osteoporosis. Number one is strength train. Nothing is more effective than strength training for strengthening bone. So whatever strengthens muscle will strengthen bone. But there's another thing that I want to add, because what you're also seeing in some cases are fitness fanatics who have osteopenia. Now, you may be asking yourself, how's that possible when they exercise so much? And here's what's happening. They're not feeding themselves enough. They starve themselves. This is more common with the female fitness fanatics who want to just maintain this really super lean body, and they undereat constantly. Even though they're strength training, the undereating more than negates that the strength training is sending, and they get osteopenia, even though they're strength training. So you need to do both. You need to strength train and don't starve yourself. Now, most people listening probably don't starve themselves, and so strength train. And how much strength training do you need? Once a week. Once a week is plenty to strengthen muscle and bone. You don't need a lot. How long does that look like? About 30 minutes. Really very minimal is required. In fact, the amount of strength training required just to prevent the muscle and bone loss that happens after the age of 35 is once every 2 weeks. Now, I'm not necessarily advocating that that's all you do. I'm just trying to illustrate how effective it is. So if you're doing a little bit of strength training twice a week, you're eating appropriately, eating enough proteins and fats, right? So you have your essential nutrients, you're going to be totally fine. If you don't do those things and you start to get weaker and you start to lose muscle mass, what follows is bone. So strong muscles, strong bones, weak muscles, weak bones.
Oh, I think people start to say, okay, well, is it a numbers game? You mentioned even just doing something every couple of weeks, but also it's a matter of how strong your muscles need to be in order to, let's say, build back up your bone density.
Oh, if you're suffering, if you have any sort of bone mass loss, just start doing a little bit of strength training now, and you'll start to see that reverse in a very short period of time. And I've seen it time and time again with clients. The data illustrates this very clearly. Again, nutrient deficiencies, like a severe vitamin D deficiency, calcium deficiency. Just do some strength training and watch it. Because if you look at the data, right? So you mentioned how younger people are starting to show this. I mean, it directly lines up. Grip strength that we're seeing is sliding as well. Grip strength is just the proxy for overall body strength. So what we see, for example, in the data is college-aged males today have the grip strength of a 60-year-old in 1984. And this is just because we just don't challenge our bodies. And your body adapts to what you do or you don't do. If your day consists of in a chair working on a computer, you don't need much strength to support that. So your body starts to slowly pare those things down. And if your muscles are weak, you don't need strong bones, and everything kind of goes downhill. As you start to get older, especially after the age of 35, that starts to accelerate. And every decade, the acceleration happens faster and faster. But when you look at like a 75-year-old and their bone density, one that is active, that's strength trained, that has good strength, what you'll find is is very healthy bone density. one that mirrors a fit 25-year-olds. So it's not inevitable. So a lot of people think it's an inevitable part of aging, but it's not.